Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Road Jedi 88. We are getting into Nukem 3D. I'm playing specifically the World Tour Edition, one of the multiple re-releases that have come out for it. This game came out in 1996. I was 8 years old when I first played it. It has changed in the re-releases. It's not the same as what I remember when I first played it. But we are going to get into this. We are going to go to where we last left off, and that is entering Death Row of LA Meltdown chapter, or episode LA Meltdown chapter Death Row. So we start off in an electric chair. Get out of it. Boy, it's a good thing they were stupid not to strap us in. We're going to come up to this window. We're going to kick the pig cop because we have no ammunition, no firearms. The only weapon is our foot. And careful, he does have a shotgun. That's why I'm using the wall as kind of a barrier between me and him. I'm more used to playing this on the computer than I am the switch. So the toggle was kind of throwing me off a little there. Alright, so we're going to grab the pistol and the clip. And we're going to hit the switch to the right. And the viewing room is going to open up. Would have been preferable if this was NASA's viewing room, not the Death Rows. When I served as a corrections, I never actually worked Death Rows, so... But I gotta say, it seems like the security in this facility is kind of crappy. Anyway, take out the guys behind the viewing room. We're gonna come down here, grab the shotgun stuff. Come along here. Get back up to the top, go back to the viewing room. Now we have two pig cops we gotta deal with. And we can't open this gate from this side. We have to go through the viewing room window. I don't know why I thought I could throw my foot at him. Take him out. Alright. So, if there's anything you might have left behind by chance, double check yourself. Come along here, grab ammunition. Anything we need, anything that is of value or help. Take out the pig cup around the corner. Blast out that holiday ham. And now you can open the gate from over here, but really kind of doesn't look good since we got that window for one, and two, we're working our way to complete opposite end of the level. So, I mean, open it if you want, but it's not like we're coming back. So we're going to go into the chapel area, and we're going to take out these guys. The facilities I worked, we didn't have a chapel like this. We just went to the basketball courts or whatever. We have the Cairo or whoever would administer the faith-based stuff for them. Come and kind of do their thing and then leave. Yep, we gotta take out these guys. We got these two windows we gotta deal with. Now we're gonna want to go through the window to the left. Apparently that is a picturing of the boss for this chapter we're gonna have to deal with. But behind it, as you saw, I hit the that little picture down below the podium, and everything went satanic. Kill the Octobrain. Come back here. Anyone following my Doom game? There's the Doom guy. We do. It is suggested that our character does die, but this did not suggest we died here. So, but it's also suggested there's more than one Doom guy too. So we're gonna come over to the back end of the chapel now. We have a secret up there that we need to get, and I was trying to remember because I knew there was a button we had to shoot. I was looking in the wrong spot originally. So We gotta shoot the button from here. And you should have looked up. Now I made a mistake here, and you might too. Crouch. Otherwise, you get pushed off and you have to shoot the button back down. You have to waste another bullet. And like I said, I was struggling with a toggle with this one. You gotta bring it back down, then you gotta try it again. But remember, duck. You gotta crouch as you're going up. So yeah, I am still working on trying to get this over, get myself over to where I'm working on an editing software, but I'm having to re-educate and self-educate both simultaneously. Things that either I've forgotten in over 15 years from the last time I would do something like this, coinciding with a bunch of new stuff that generationally has changed that I'm needing to catch myself up on. And I've got the videos going, but I'm also getting some time lags and stuff, so I'm having to address all that. I was hoping to have some more videos this last weekend. Didn't happen like I had planned, so I'm still kind of resorting to my old method. Bear with me, and I do appreciate y'all bearing with me on this and still following. It means a lot to me. I will get it. As you can see, I'm continuing down the end of the hall. And you notice there was a shadow and there's a little gap up in the ceiling. So we got a guy on a jetpack up there. Or not really a jetpack, but he was standing up on a ledge. And I'll show you the other side of that later. We're going to come back into our jail cell. I'm assuming this is where they were keeping us before the death row sentencing. We're going to come back here, grab the rockets that apparently I guess we were hiding from them. If someone was. And there's a little hole where you can get some stuff. Use a toilet if you need to. Although that's a pretty nice toilet for a prison facility, I gotta say. I've never seen a toilet that looked that nice in any of the facilities I've ever been in. Hell, not even the officers are that nice. Except for maybe in the ODR area. Or the turnout. Line building sessions, maybe, but so this wall blows open. We're gonna come back here, take out the enemies that are back here. We gotta jump across these gears carefully, and remember where the jump button is. I'm playing multiple other games. I guess I got a little disordered as to which button was the jump button. There's the button I pressed. It would be the jump for another game. But not this one. So, made my way back up. And this is a feature that back in 1996 when this first came out, they didn't give us a rewind feature. I mean, you died, you know. If you had a progress save, you saved your... That was your rewind, was progress saving. We have a security cam. The only one that this computer connects to is to the one to our desk chair that they had us not strapped in, which is why everything's backfiring on them now. So we're gonna come up on this ledge. Now I forgot about another secret up there, so if you want to hang tight and kind of continue watching the video until I backtrack myself, you can do that, or you can continue following my path if you're playing along. If you're watching this video in advance, take note that I'm gonna have to come back to that spot, that ledge. You're gonna want to run jump that ledge too. So now I'm coming around the corner. We got a blue key card now that we grabbed up in that ledging area. And we gotta work our way up. And I don't know, I kept opening the door, but this guy was closing the door. And every time I was trying to shoot it, I mean, I guess he knew I was trying to blast him. He closing the door as I was trying to blast it. Nothing like a little argument about who wants the door open and closed. Now, this guy, I was trying to get him. I was trying to lure him to come my way so he can go through that trip bomb. I wanted him to trip it. I wanted him to blow himself up. He just was not falling for the bait. So, I was done playing with his game, since he wasn't playing with mine. I'm going to come up here and kind of show you through this window. We got a whole room in the middle here. I had thought of trying to shoot a rocket over there, but I couldn't get a good view of the pig cup to guarantee I would actually not waste a rocket. Plus, not to mention the wobble feature that they've added into the game in the releases. Came down here, and we killed each other. I mean, if I want to go down, I'm taking you down with me, bro. I'm not gonna let some pig get away with that. Alright, I'm gonna come around here and take out the pig cup down below. And I felt like there was supposed to have been another one, but I think it might spawn later. I was looking, I thought maybe I was playing Reno Around Rosie with one, but it just, no, he was not showing his ugly face. So he probably spawns in later. So I come across this other door, kill the pig cop behind it, shoot those barrels. I wanted to shoot that instead of him, blow him up with it, save my shells. And there's a pig cop down in here. We must have missed him somewhere, because I don't think that's supposed to be normal. I feel like we might have overlooked him somewhere. But you can go back either the normal way through the door, or you can go back through the hole. We're gonna come up here towards the shower room area and the cell blocks. And you know, I'm familiar with prison facilities and stuff. You're gonna see what I mean. The security concept is crap. Because normally cell blocks are ran by pod bosses, not little switches. And this is like 90s. I mean, we should be way past Shawshank Redemption days of door locks. And I bring that reference up for a upcoming feature in this mission that's on the way. So, but in the meantime, run through the shower room. We cannot deal with anything. There is a force field generator in between us. We have the technology for a force field generator, but not the intelligence for better security concepts. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So all these trip mines came across. Ideal would be to try to get out of here before they all lined up, or before he shows up. But I hugged myself as tight against the back wall and let him blow himself up. And I knew I had these health kits over here I could run to and grab. Plus, not to mention, I now have the rewind feature that back in '96 I did not have. So we're gonna come along here, come back to the bottom. We still don't have the key card for that, but we do have the yellow key card. Look through the security camera here so we can see what we got coming up. Rude, I was in the middle of something, dude. See, that was the pig cop I knew hadn't been around here. He must have spawned in or something. Because they will do that. It's like, bro, I'm giving a walkthrough, man. Alright, so on the other side, we can see that there's some pig cops on the other side. Bye. And yeah, camera toggle getting all jumpy there. Okay, so remember I said I forgot something up on that ledge? That it was about this point I realized what it was. I have to be honest, I played Doom and Wolfenstein a lot more than I do this game. I've got years of not playing Quake, so I'm having to educate myself with Quake. And these games that I'm referencing are all kind of within a lineup of the same producers, the same game makers. I mean, they title themselves under different production companies, but they're basically the same people. So back up on the center ledge, the wall opens up with night vision. Alright, now that I remembered that, came back for it, got it, and it's a secret that is being counted in. Because I mean, what's the point of clicking in on a walkthrough video, you're not gonna get 100%. I mean, that's why you came to a walkthrough. You wanna, you're a competitive game player. This is what you come for. It's my responsibility to remember them all. Not always easy too. But anyways, I'm going around here, and we're gonna grab all these, shoot these pig cops. Now we have 4 sentry turrets shooting at us, and we have 2 of those pig cops flying around in it again, like we did in the second chapter, or yeah, the second chapter, or the second mission. So I kind of ran across to get their attention, and to get out of the line of fire from the turrets, I really want to focus on those flying pig cops first. And it might take a minute to get them to cooperate with you because, I mean, they're a couple of pigs that got minds of their own. Yeah, we've gotten a long ways from the days where your enemies you killed died all in the same position. Because, I mean, that's just normal, right? I mean, you and I, when we both die, we're all going to die in the same posing position, right? Everything about that's just normal. Anyways, we're gonna come around here. Now I wanted to see if I could use a rocket. That should have been able to, but like I said, they added a wobble feature that used to not be in the original PC release version back in '96. In the re-releases, they added a wobble feature, and when you're trying to aim a rocket and you're shaky, you know you're gonna miss. So, and I'm getting shot up, and so there's a feature to the re-release that's hindering me, and then a feature in the re-release that's actually kind of saving my hide right here. So, pick and choose. I mean, I can complain about the wobble, but I can't complain about the rewind. So much for all the progress saving I do in Doom and Wolfenstein. So we're gonna come around here and take out these guys. Shut these alien monkeys up. I am curious if anyone who's following this who's already familiar with these line of games is also familiar with Commander Keen. I know it used to be released like on the DOS within DOS, IBM's DOS operating systems and stuff. But I came across Teen Dreams a while back. Is that the only? If you know the answer to this, is that the only one that's available to get access to without the DOS, or is it possible to get the first 3 without, nowadays as an emulator or something? That's what I was kind of wondering if anyone knows the answer to that. That's probably going to be, if not my generation, probably the generation before me. Might know that better than I do. Anyways, so we have this little hole in here, and those turrets don't even pick up that we're in that hole, so it gave us an advantage. And we're going to continue picking off the guys in their jail cells in these other windows. Smarter than they're so eager to put me on death row, and some of these idiots lock themselves in their own cells. That or they were traitors against their own people, I don't know, but just brilliant. Either way. They must have gone rogue or something. Either they went rogue or they were stupid enough to lock themselves in a cell. So, after clear these guys up, we're going to grab the stuff that's down at the ground level. There is that red key card. Don't forget to grab it. There's ammunition. This guy. Hello. Hey. You show up out of nowhere to pick a fight and you disappear. Come back here. Alright. He probably, that window where I blew a hole But to the side of it, he more than likely came out of that one, is what I'm thinking had happened. I thought I had all the guys out of the cells, but apparently not that one. I opened the wall and he came out. So I was kind of having a little bit of a struggle here, but we want to run jump into that hole that we created with the rocket. We're going to work our way to another back end here that has a crack in the wall. We're going to pipe bomb it. There's some fuel, propane tanks to the right. If you can get the pig cops with the propane tank, that would be ideal. But, as you can see, I might have waited a little too long. So I kind of had to resort to other measures to finish off these guys. These two idiots decided they wanted to go halfway down and couldn't get back up. Alright, so these cell blocks, or these cell doors, we gotta get to that switch. Apparently they built a facility with no pod boss, or no actual keys. So, like I said, security here is easy to break in and out if you wanted to.
What a mess.
I mean, it's supposed to be a death row facility, and they give those guys an easy way out. That's just brilliant. I mean, what's the point of the force shield at this point? There's supposed to be a second pig hub, and I didn't do a thorough search. Go check down the other bottom end, the other side, before you go turning this thing, because that was a mistake I made. I'm going to have to come back later to snag them. There was supposed to be another alien dude right here, and he didn't show up. So, and yeah, give yourself a little distance before you blow stuff up. I thought I had some distance, but apparently those trip mines were a little more volatile in radius than I imagined they were. I didn't think they were had that big of a blast radius, but apparently they do. So we're gonna open up this map wall. It's a map of the facility, and on either side, whole little nooks open up. We're gonna go up in them, grab stuff, health and ammo between the two different ones. And we're going to come back into the circular area, and we're going to open up those cell blocks from here. Now, I guess this could be considered a pod boss, or pod room, but very peculiar design. Must be a lot of money in this. I don't know. A lot of money for the technology, but not enough for better security. Anyways, we're going to come through here. And now we have access to the cell blocks, but we still have that other side with the pig cops that are still in their hall. So we kind of want to make sure that these guys are dealt with. Could have gone with a rocket launcher or a pipe bomb. I didn't think about it until after I popped my head around the corner to them with a shotgun. I didn't think about it until after that, but we're going to come down here. We're going to open each and every single cell door, and we're going to grab whatever's in them. We're going to start with the cell block to the left. Cell block 1, I believe is what it's called. Then we'll head over to the other side. Anyone familiar with Shawshank Redemption? Great movie, right? So we're going to grab what we need here. We're going to go through the first two cells, but the third one, we're going to Shawshank Redemption this one. Maybe we'll run into Andy Dufresne in here. So we're going to go behind that poster of the girl, and we're going to go down into the sewers. Yeah. But we got to kind of blow our way down in that direction. We got two walls we got to explode with a pipe bomb. Watch out with that fire. Ow. Alright, if you should have grabbed some boots in the shower room. I probably forgot to mention that then. But there were boots in the shower room. If you didn't grab them, go back to the shower room, snag them real quick. But, we're going to come down here and work our way down. And really, even if you didn't grab the boots, you just hug the wall to the left or right.
I think I'll climb aboard.
He got the 2 octobrains and the assault aliens. And there's gonna be like 3 pig cops to the far left. Around the wall we gotta go around.
Blow it out your ass.
They don't take Duke Nukem's advice. They didn't blow it out their butts. You know it. We're gonna come around here. Get up the big cops. Like I said, 3. I was trying to remember because I knew there was a secret in this area, and it took me a minute to remember. But if you want to be able to cap up your ammunition before we finish the level, and I'm listing a couple of enemies. Remember I mentioned in that circular room that might possibly, I guess technically does service as a pod room. We're gonna come up in here, and I'm gonna find the other pig cop that I totally missed. But there was a chain gun up on that hologram of the alien. And then there was this guy that I was waiting, I had anticipated to show his face when we were going to the map. So it gave me a chance to backtrack and try to double check my grounds. But then down here, like I said, there's a secret in this area, and it took me a minute to remember because I thought it involved this wall right here. But no, it actually involved the right side of this doorway. I open it up. It might close on you, so there was an item in there. But now we're going to go underwater. You might have an assault commander down here. Take him out. You don't really need to get fresh air if you have the scuba gear, but if you want to conserve your scuba gear, then yeah, servicing a little bit. Because the next level, the next mission, is going to require us being underwater a lot. So, I was trying to see if I could tear up some seaweed, but I think you can do it with rockets. So there's a couple, our last 2 alien guys we're going to kill, and 1 more secret. It's at the back side of the sub here. You got to find the part in the wall that kind of goes inwards, I think. Should open it. And there is a health kit. If you need to cap off your health before exiting this level, here's a chance to do it with that first aid item. Some shotgun shells. And that should be it. So, 10 secrets out of 10 secrets. Somehow 91 kills out of 83. Or 89 kills. That's just beautiful. So someone was respawning. That feels like a Doom 2 situation. With the arc vials. Those things will create a situation where you get over 100% kills in Doom 2. And didn't exactly get in the speedrun time, but that's not what we were going for here. And if I can get myself kind of trained or figured out the speedrun routes, because I'm more familiar with like the first 2 episodes of Wolfenstein's, as well as Doom and Doom 2, half of Doom 2's speedruns. Duke Nukem is definitely one game I've never really challenged myself on speedruns before, but I can. If that's an achievement that y'all want to see how it's done, or see how I do it, or whatever, I gotta figure out how I would do it first. So, but 91 enemies killed, 10 secrets found, and anyways, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below. That is Duke Nukem 3D Death Row, the LA Meltdown episode, mission Death Row. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the force be with you.